Hi, this is Brett. I'm from Car Oracle. We are a licensed auto dealer in the state of California with an auto broker's endorsement. Our general line of business is representing consumers in the vehicle transactions. We find the vehicle for them, then negotiate on their behalf, and arrange for delivery. But in this particular case, I want to take a few minutes and give some tips for consumers who aren't using a service like ours. Not everybody will. And if you come across this, hopefully you'll hear some things that's may be helpful to you that you haven't heard elsewhere. There's a lot of content out there, but hopefully we'll cover this fairly quickly. The first is just doing some basic homework. If you have a trade-in, let's first establish what the realistic market value is of that vehicle. A lot of different ways you can get triangulation on that from checking different online sources, but I recommend taking the car physically to a CarMax or another company that buys vehicles like that and getting it physically inspected. I don't want to necessarily trust the interpretation of a survey on determining the value and then finding out, a week later when they look at the vehicle, oh, this wasn't disclosed, and the offer is reduced by 500 or 1,000. No. If you take it to CarMax and they physically put eyes on it, you have better assurance that that offer will stand. The second is, if there's a payoff on the car, if you still owe money, contact the bank and know what that payoff is. Get the 10-day payoff. So now you know what your car's worth roughly, and you have an idea as to how much you owe on it. The third is, if you haven't looked at your credit report in a while and haven't pulled your credit score, do that. That's relatively easy to do. You can get that. You can pull your credit multiple times a year for free from any of the bureaus. And you want to know, is there anything on that credit report that looks out of whack that you need to have addressed before you go down the path? And also, you want to have an understanding where your credit score is, because where you fall in relative to the tiers. If you're at 6, 7, or 800, that matters. And then the other tip is, now that we've done that homework, let's now understand, roughly what can we have amount financed for? What can we afford? So, either get pre-qualified through your local bank or credit union. You should have an idea as to what you probably already have an idea what you want to spend. You probably have an idea of what vehicle you're looking at, but amount financed. What payment do you want to get at? Get pre-qualified. Get an understanding where the rates are today. They're a lot higher than they were just a couple of years ago. It does matter, as you get into these higher priced vehicles. So we've done our homework. We've gotten pre-qualified. We know what our car's worth. We also know our credit range. So, now we have a pretty good idea as to when we go in and now we're talking to dealers and getting quotes as to what vehicle we're interested in, and then also that you can confidently say, yeah, I've done my homework. I know my credit score. I have this. I'm happy to finance with you guys if you can beat it. But really, what I'm interested in now is a price. So let's talk about the selling price, and I want to understand if there's anything else on top of it, like protection packages and other things that. Let's just understand the whole thing at this point. The out-the-door price is always a plus. And you want to, generally get a few of those quotes. And I know it's challenging, and that's certainly why a lot of companies, or people rather, companies as well, but people reach out to services like us to do this work on their behalf, and also help them understand if it's a good value or a deal or not. But you want to get a few of those quotes. And then let's assume we've now narrowed it down. This particular dealer we decided to move forward with. Let the salesperson know that you're working with it. We want to keep it really simple, and also, if you are interested in any of the F&I products, ask about those up front. So you've got the price quote, but now if you say, I am interested in an extended service contract, basically an extended warranty. I'm going to have the vehicle for 60 months or 72 months, and the warranty runs out at 336. Understand what it is now, and it makes it easier for you. Some dealers will struggle with that, but just understand what it is now. And you can also say, look, I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for you and me. I don't want to just talk to you about price and these pieces and then go to the F&I office and get pitched a whole menu of things. Let's just do it all up front. So that way you've now simplified the transaction, right? You knew what your cars were worth. Oh, I missed over on that one. We'll go back. You have that CarMax offer. Look, it's probably easier if you could just trade it out there. But if they come back either less than, you can take it to CarMax and have it handled there. If they come back greater than, fantastic. You never were at CarMax and you can pocket the difference. It's to your advantage, right? So, and those are really the key highlights. None of this is rocket science. I wish it were. We're certainly here if you're in the state of California, if you don't want to go through all this on your own. And we also offer advice on vehicles and other things to consider. If you've made it this far, I've got a bonus tip. And the bonus tip is to check your auto insurance before you get too serious on a vehicle. Reality is auto insurance rates are going up. And sometimes you get the vehicle, great, and then you call your agent and you find out, holy cow, I didn't realize my rate would be going up that much. So doing that up front while you're in that sort of perspective phase is important. Anyway, I hope you found these tips helpful. And again, if we can be of service to you, if you'd like us to use our services and source a vehicle on your behalf, either for a lease or purchase, feel free to reach out to us at caroracle.com or hello@caroracle.com. Thank you and have a nice day.